day to day, I wake up with my daughter. Her name is Desiree. And we stay at home all day long. So the only time that I leave during the day is for about an hour to go walk. And we can't go to the grocery store together. It's hard for me to get anything done, really, because I do have a baby, and it's hard to go grocery shopping. So I have learned tricks around that as far as pickup. But day to day, it's at this point, at 5 months old, it's typical. But I'm ready to go back to work, and that's going to be my issue, because I don't have anyone that can come over and watch and care for her. I don't have the finances for that either, and I don't feel comfortable putting her in a daycare facility, even if I could afford it. In the beginning, it was hard. I think it was hard for everyone. No one knew what was going on. Everyone was scared and anxious. What are they going to do next? At the beginning of the pandemic, I'm in the events industry. So what ended up happening was, we all got locked down, and then my industry actually shut down. So I was unemployed at the beginning of the pandemic, and I am still currently unemployed. I'm kind of a glass half full type of a person. So I'm hoping, if I can hang in there long enough financially, that I will find some kind of job that I can work remotely. And then I am actually going to go back to school to become a real estate agent. So as soon as I complete that schooling, then I'm going to become a realtor. Well, maybe not the biggest change, but a big change is that right now I know everything's uncertain. It's very hard to make any plans at all. All I have is every day to where I know I'm going to wake up and try to take care of my daughter and my family the best I can. But with COVID, it's so unknown. I don't know, there's all these opportunities right now that maybe I could go work with the event industry opening up in Indiana right now with, March Madness. But I'm scared to go to work. I'm scared to do my normal job. So I do have financial concerns. I have concerns for my kids to go back to school, because I don't know what it's going to be like in the fall, but they desperately need to get back in school. I guess that's a risk we're going to have to take. And then I am concerned, I don't know if my daughter would get COVID, being such a young daughter. For the next year, 2 years, I don't know when she can get shots. My older kids can probably get shots soon, but that doesn't protect her. So if she gets sick, then what? I have a lot of concerns for the future, but I also have a lot of optimism. Life happens, so I just have to accept it and figure out how to move on. So that's pretty much where I am right now. I am pretty optimistic anyway. I kind of feel like things happen for a reason, and I need to accept them. And until I accept them, I can't move forward. So every day that I got up during the beginning of the pandemic, I had an agenda. The agenda was not to feel sorry for myself, not to be depressed, not to get sick. And it was to see the light in the situation. What is the future going to look like? Hopefully we can come together and get this worked out. And how am I going to do my part every day? So I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to go online and look for jobs. I looked every day for jobs. And I went on every avenue: Facebook, Craigslist, Indeed, everything. And I just applied every day. I basically lived every day like it was normal life, except for the COVID part. I tried to just keep going, because I figured the more I kept trying to put myself out there to get a job or to work on the problem, it made me feel better. Even if whatever I was doing didn't, have an outcome that I wanted, at least I was being productive and doing something. Because if I just sat at home and watched the news and thought about it, I don't think that it would have been very healthy. There needs to be a lot more empathy between everyone, and understand, if you're unemployed, it's not through your fault, fault of your own. It's because something happened, and other people shouldn't judge other people for being in the circumstance that they are in. I'm sure that some people may judge me for having to ask for help, but if you don't ask for help, then, I don't know what else you're gonna do. So, I guess what I've learned this year is it's okay to ask for help. That's what I've learned this year is it's okay to ask for help no matter what, because in a pandemic or any crisis like this, there are people out there that will help you. And there are other people in the same situation that you are in. I'm looking forward to being able to see my family, my children, being able to see their grandparents. A lot of it really comes down to family, just because I have older parents and I haven't really been able to see them for the past year. So that is really what I'm looking forward to. I guess about myself, I learned that I'm pretty resilient and that humankind seems to be pretty resilient. And that's basically what I keep with me is the fact that we're all going to get through this one way or another. And I just have to keep showing up every day and doing my best.